We're going to start off with what you need to know in the fight against COVID-19 and the number of deaths in the United States this month, closing in on December's record total, and we still have a couple of days left in the month of January. Starting today, health experts in Biden's administration say they will host briefings 3 times a week on the status of the pandemic. Now, President Biden is promising enough doses of the vaccine to get everybody vaccinated, 300 million of us at least, by the end of the summer. I want to go live to Chris Oddie in Plano, where there is a new hub opening today, perhaps a new opportunity to get more folks vaccinated. Chris?
Yeah, Mark, they're moving one of their vaccination hubs, one of the 4, from McKinney here to Plano, John Clark Stadium. It is still by appointment only, though. You register on the county website, and hopefully the process here goes a little smoother than what some are experiencing across North Texas. Senator Royce West held a virtual town hall meeting in his district in South Dallas with the state health commissioner, John Hellerstedt, and there was some frustration and questions as to why the CVS and Walgreens stores in the northern parts of our area have the vaccines, while the ones in South Dallas do not. Hellerstedt's answer that it's based on the quantity of the vaccine available did not seem to satisfy West or those taking part. Meanwhile, in Tarrant County, we're getting a better idea of who's getting vaccinated there. The dark highlighted area is where at least 10 to 14% of the population has received the first dose. We're specifically talking about the Tanglewood neighborhood in Fort Worth, as well as Benbrook, Southlake, Grapevine, and Colleyville. The area that's not highlighted show less than 5% of the people who live there have received a vaccine, so the county's working on plans to prioritize those areas. Tarrant County also trying to clear up confusion over an email that was sent out on Monday night. They launched an online tool, tarrantcounty.com/COVID shot, where people could register and check their status for when they would be eligible for a shot. The problem is the site requires a registration ID and not everyone has one. So the email was trying to clear that information up, but then ended up causing more confusion. County Health Director Vinny Tanay just said a glitch in the system was to blame. The idea behind that new feature is it will stop people from registering more than once. Tanay just said there was one individual who tried to register 47 times. So there's still a lot of kinks in this entire process to be worked out, Mark.
Mom trying to get registered has been pulling her hair out over this. They had months and months to prepare. Those frustrations are real. Thank you for that report this morning. Of course, you've seen the lines, cars for miles, families hoping to get food to put on the dinner table at many of the food drives we've had over the past several months. For so many North Texans, it is the first time they've ever had to ask for help. And the financial toll this pandemic is taking on everyday Americans is dire, to say the least. A new push, though, to get moms some stimulus checks. Hannah Davis, who joins us from home this morning. How would this work? I'd like an update as well on those $1,400 checks a lot of people are keeping their fingers crossed for as well.
Yeah, good morning, Mark. Well, that first plan you're talking about is called the Mommy Marshall Plan. I'm going to have an update on that and really just kind of information behind it in just a second. But first, let's talk about that across the board potential next stimulus payment that could be coming from the federal government. Let's see where it's at and what the Biden administration is saying. Now, the Biden administration says work is already well underway on getting that next stimulus package passed and into the world. They are proposing a $1.9 trillion deal that would aggressively fund vaccine production and distribution, get money to struggling businesses, into a large number of families and individuals, including an additional direct $1,400 payment for most Americans. Now, some lawmakers have expressed concern over the high price tag, but the Biden administration has said they are open to negotiations and they feel confident a new round of assistance will be agreed upon within the next few weeks. Now, another suggestion coming from non-politicians is a stimulus payment specifically for moms called the Mommy Marshall Plan. Now, take a look at this full-page ad that was taken out in the New York Times yesterday by a group called Girls Who Code. It's calling on the Biden administration to start giving out direct payments up to $2,400 a month to mothers who are now staying at home and caring for children and schooling during the pandemic. The ad said in part, quote, "COVID has decimated so many of our careers. 2 million of us have left the workforce at a rate of 4 times that of men in September alone. Millions more have been forced to cut back our hours or work around the clock to keep our jobs and be full-time caregivers." The group is calling on the Biden administration to find some kind of support for mothers and families in the first 100 days, including more paid family leave, rather. This morning, we really want to hear from you all. Use that hashtag #IamUp. Have you had to change your work hours? Have you had to cut back to be a parent or a caregiver, or are you just simply working more, taking care of your child, their schooling, and your career responsibilities? Use that hashtag I am up, and we would love to hear from all of you. Mark, back to you.
Yeah, I imagine you'll get a lot of responses. Thank you for that, Hannah. By the way, I do want to share a reminder. If you are somebody who needs help, we've got a list of food donations and events on our website. You can find it at WFAA.com.